Hi Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For this month, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and it's inspired in the Scorpio theme season we are on, and it's a reading that it's called the Pandora box, and it's a reading that guides us through what kind of power unleash experiences might be rising into our lives. So if you would like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. I apologize if my voice sounds funny during the video or if I have to make pauses or if I cough, but I am kind of sick today, but I didn't want to stop the readings because of it. So let's just dive into your reading, Scorpio. It does feel like some of you Scorpio souls might be in the midst of some complications with your relationships, your close ones, your social life, your group of friends. All of that is kind of hitting some sort of energy during November that feels a little bit off or odd in terms of comparing it how it has been so far and how is it turning to be. There might be experiences where there's this reversal, right? Seeing another side to people in your life, to situations in your life that make you feel. I feel like some of you Scorpios might be really feeling like, how is this possible, right? How did this person turn out to be this way, or how didn't I see that? So I see some of you Scorpios making a lot of questions about the surprises, the changes that you might be spotting in people that you have set them to be in a certain way in your life, in certain positions, with a certain, personality associated with them, and there's a dramatic sense of change related to those characters around you that are like shifting um into another version of themselves, and this might be upsetting you. I feel like some of you you don't trust the vibes that you're getting with your friends, with with your closed ones, even with family, particularly for Scorpios that have siblings as well. There's something weird with the relationship with siblings or your closed ones. It's like you don't trust either how you used to, or there's new factors, there's new information, things you're discovering or uncovering that are, for you, this true eye opener. So whomever is trying to deceive you, whomever has been deceiving you, Scorpio, most likely during November, it's there's going to be this acknowledgement of where perhaps you have been mistaken on someone's character for good or for bad, because for some of you it could also turn out to be like a positive surprise, even though I feel like it's a minority. The majority that I'm being shown here is about, something sweet turning sour as well, so that you can take this to anything in your life where you might have that change that change of there's this change of an effect. I feel like some of you have been perhaps enchanted by an idea or by a person, and suddenly you look at them and see something very different, something that makes you actually repelled, not attracted. I also feel like some of you, you have been a little bit scared here. This is the Seven of Wands in soul position. Some of you have been scared to really let yourself come out with the truth that you carry within, in terms of the things you know about others, because I feel like some of you Scorpios already know things that are just the fact that you know certain things is like a game changer. But you have been controlling or suppressing some of that urge to fight off the bullies, fight off, the haters, the liars. Yeah, you have been wanting to do that, but something has been keeping you, like holding you from doing something impulsive, something hasty. And I feel it's because it's not just you that is involved in the situation. Again, I feel like some of you Scorpios feel like you cannot do much about something because it's also going to affect people you care about or other people, and you don't want to be the one like causing the problem or being called as the villain of the story. You're afraid perhaps as well of others shooting the messenger, because there's that energy here of don't shoot the messenger. So maybe uh, it's you have a message to carry, but you're afraid of the reaction that someone is going to have in November. Or you could also be kind of tempted to lash out on someone that it's intervening to help you, to awaken you to certain facts. So just be mindful that the atmosphere as well is a little bit tense for some of you. There's this tension associated with your energy during this month that might carry through the last part of the year, like carry through to December. So it feels like intense times ahead, intense exchanges of energy with others. Experiences are pulling out in you this fighter, but with this fighter, it can come the fighter that goes into any battle, picks any battle without discrimination, just to again channel out all of that vibration of impatience and frustration. Or there's the soul warrior awakening here, um, to help you fight off obstacles and challenges, to help you actually succeed and access the things you most want, which seems to be correlated with freedom. Some of you just want to be free to move in your own ways, right? Like to not have so many obstacles or people or again energies like continuously making you stop. It feels like you might be seeing that during November, you like putting like this very this energy of pointing the finger, right, to other people or external influences outside of you being the reason why you're not able to move forward or move in the direction that you truly want to. Some of you is also a feeling like some of you there it feels like some of you are very strong, actually very fit, very driven to do some sort of physical work during this month. And I feel like for some of you, you have this huge energy coming up. This vitality of yours is like in a very good flow. It's very high, but it's very combative as well. There's something here that has that mixture. I believe we're going to have Mars coming into your sign. Yes, Mars and Scorpio. So it might be the Mars influence that is creating all of that vibe that I'm picking on. But definitely, if you have been feeling like more drained, slow, passive, fatigued, just not like feeling like your body is really, um, working as it should in terms of productivity, I feel like that's going to increase and that's going to find this betterment for you. But if some of you Scorpios are not channeling this to the rightful places, it's going to get you most likely into trouble. It's going to get you into situations where you're going to have to put that out by picking on fights or someone picking a fight with you, debates, conflict, expression of your sexuality, things of that nature, but in a less conscious and productive form. It feels like some of you have been missing on that energy of productivity, like you have perhaps been in this loop. There's this energy of the hamster revolving, right, the same moving around the same loop, right, the same circle, and believing that that's the only reality that they have. So it's like a feeling of some of you have been in this ongoing round. It's like round and around and around and around vibration cycle situation, and the universe is kind of stepping in into this and telling you to leave. You can break the wheel here. It feels like this is a wheel that can, in which you can break them. You can break patterns that keep you stuck, right? In a in a flow, in a state of being that again is not productive. When I say productive, it's not following through in terms of the results that some of you Scorpios wish to find in work, in love, within your own self. It feels like some of you Scorpios have this huge interest in being fit, in being in your best shape, mentally, physically, emotionally, again, sexually. I keep getting like you just want to have it all going, right? All going at your favor, no matter how old you are. Some of you are concerned with age, or there's something here about the age process that might worry you, scare you, and so it's like you want to prevent that. Or for those of you Scorpios, you want to prevent, going into an older age and decreasing the possibilities of having some issues associated with with aging. Or some of you are very afraid of that, or others of you as well that already are in that time period, like feeling like you're aging, like your body again is not as fit or as available, as ready to follow through in certain actions. If you feel like you're having insecurities when it comes to your image, or it worries about your health, whatever it is, this is one of those times where actually you can go to the roots of that. That you can go to the roots of whatever issue you have that is preventing you from health, preventing you from again accessing this great energy of Mars, which is again being on shape. You can access and like cut it out. It's like a soul, this energy of a soul surgery, right? You're like able to tap into the problem, have this intervention, and pull it out by. I also feel like some of you need to connect more with your bodies, like intuitively, like intuitively understand what you need and what you don't need, what you should give more to your body, what you should give less. I feel like there's just something. There are some uh, easy, accessible ways for some of you Scorpios to just get huge improvements in terms of the quality of life you look for. But others of you, you might actually be in those type of energy levels that you're actually scaring a lot and intimidating a lot of people around you. Like, when you can walk into a room and everyone feels that person's energy coming in. It's like, and Scorpios are known for this, but somehow this might even be like heightened during November, because your again your energy, your aura is so intense and magnetic at the same time during this period of time, that it's just really hard during November to not spot a Scorpio coming in, coming in with their A game. And again, your unconscious is the Five of Swords. So some of you want to run, you want to run away, you want to exit situations that pull you down, that keep you from whatever this precious stone reward gift is for you. You just want to get it. You don't want anyone to snitch what it's yours. I also feel like there's something here about protection, perseverance, perseverance and preservation of something that in which you see a lot of value, in which you see a lot of future again. But it's like you want to make sure that it's safe with you, that it's yours, that nobody's gonna mess with it or take it. Some of you, this could be about an opportunity or a person in a relationship, someone of your interest that in which you're seeing like there's competition, or in which you're seeing like there's others on the same run. If this is about conquest, your person of interest might have attention. It could also be that you are receiving a lot of attention again, romantically speaking, and sexually. I keep getting like it's one of those months where you can be attracting a lot to you, the best and the worst kind of vibe here, because you also have the Three of Cups. So there's There's social events, there's partying, there's being with friends, there's being with loved ones, there's reasons, plenty of reasons to celebrate. It's your solar return, it's your season. There's going to be possibly events that feel like very good news, like situations that feel like, oh, this is moving in a very, very positive direction. Whatever it is, there's a part of you that will be partying and celebrating, you know, an achievement or just life. You're just going to enjoy yourself and enjoy many periods during this month. But another part of it comes along, like the other side of the coin brings drama, attention, because the more you extend yourself to be out there in the world, the more threatened you are because you're out there, right? It's always a risk to put ourselves out there. It's always a risk to be seen, be visible, be be out there, because it's easier to hide. It's easier to hide away, but to be actually a part of this jungle, a part of this, of the fight of everyday life and everyday people and the mess associated with it, that's the real thing there. That's the real thing when you are able to move through, everyday challenges, not by hiding, but confronting. And some of you, there's a message relevant to you in which, you might be wanting to run when you get that feeling like it's too much. Perhaps you're feeling like there's too many eyes looking at me, or there's too many people bothering me, or there's too much of something during November that is going to probably make you have some sort of little meltdown, in which you perhaps have a way either to exit, run, escape from situations that feel like they are after you and you don't want to. Like you might feel like you're chased, and it's something unknown because it's in the unconscious. So you might somehow just feel like you're being chased after, uh, and it's just like you don't want to, or you're just wanting certain things to happen at a more slow, steady pace, and they just are happening very fast because you also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So most likely November is going to be a month full of changes, unexpected situations, unforeseen situations, some luck, and some misfortune. It's like, again, I keep getting like the two sides of the same thing, right? Where there's good fortune somewhere, the polarity, the opposite dual force is going to bring misfortune. So um you might taste it all. You might have a taste of it all during November. The good, the bad, and all in between kind of vibe. It's really what feels here as one of the strongest purposes of the month for Scorpio souls is to be in that energy where you're embracing it all and trying to make the most of it all, not by avoiding it, not by fighting it away, but actually by inviting the experience and processing it, like putting the Three of Cups where the Three of Cups energy belongs, and putting the Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands where it belongs as well. Because it feels like this is just a matter of some of you Scorpios have not been fighting. Some of you have not been fighting for something, and now it's like you wake up and you realize that you have been, perhaps missing on something, and you're late and you have to run. You have to run to get something you want, and it could be, again, a person, a relationship, an opportunity. Something is going to pop up with this Wheel of Fortune energy more towards the later part of November, perhaps, and it's going to make you realize, like, oh, wait. I think that this is a part of my life and it should be, or a part of my destiny, or I think that this shouldn't be a part of it anymore. There's just so many important acknowledgments that I feel like Scorpios will be making. And it's even reinforced here with the Strength card, this Oracle card. Strength. So nobody's going to be able to break you unless you want to. There's this thing of not not breaking. So if you're afraid of, like, if you go into something during November afraid of, like, being hurt, being let down in ways where perhaps you're afraid like certain past situations might happen again, Know that whatever affects you or tries to affect you, you are protected by that Mars energy, because you have in you such a strong, forceful, willful, you know, energy that is like very little is going to be able to mess with you negatively, really interfere with you. The strength that in which you're carrying through is what's going to make the difference in the results you're going to find. I also feel like this is an advice for some of you Scorpios to just be strong. Be strong in your words, be strong in your actions, be strong in your love, be, this character, that it speaks, and when it speaks, it knows what it's saying, like, and walk your talk, because that is kind of the vibe that is going to get you to be finding more luck and more opportunities, and for things to really change. Particularly for Scorpios that have like been again shying away, hiding away from something that you truly want, but it's like perhaps you felt, some of you Scorpios felt like you couldn't go after it, like you didn't have the energy, you didn't have the patience, the guts, whatever it is, and you're like, again, recovering something here before it's too late for you to miss on. So I hope you have a great month of November. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.